Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Tintin57 and today we're going to take a first look at Autobahn Police Simulator 3. So first of all, big thanks to Aerosoft for sending me this copy. And yeah, let's take a look. I've not played the first two Autobahn games. I know some of you have on the channel, and they've had mixed reviews, let's say. So I'm going into this as unblinkered as I can, let's say that, and we'll see how it is. This is on the PS5, so I'm kind of hoping the performance, etc. is pretty good for the PS5. If you're playing on PS5 as well, just make a note of the version number down there in the bottom left hand corner, then you can compare it to your own. I've just installed this now. It came out yesterday, which was, I think, the 23rd of June 2022. It's 24th today, so I'm slightly late. I'm a day late. I'm assuming, as I've installed it digitally, it's included any kind of patch that came out day one. But anyway, enough talking. Let's jump in with a new game. Create an empty slot. All I've done so far is just jump in, turn the music off, and just had a quick look at what we need to do, buttons wise, controls wise. This loading screen's taking quite a while, or longer than I would expect for a PS5, to be honest. 66%. So I thought I'd do this first look as a recorded video, as I generally do with first looks, and then we can probably play this on a live stream as well as we get into a little bit more of it. But let's just take a look, see how it runs, see what the gameplay is like. I think we're finally going to load in. That's 100%. I hope we are. Oh, this is taking quite a while, isn't it? That's disappointing. Here we go. Well, our guy's got a good suntan, so let's have a look what the options are. So we can change gender. Got male or female. Change character with L. Let's have a look. Let's just go with this guy. Let's just accept. Security question. You cannot change these settings later. Do you want to proceed with this character? Security question? That's odd, but yeah, I'm going to go with this character. Here's the police office.
Glad to see I wasn't forgotten.
How could we? Your last day of duty was etched painfully into everyone's memory.
I know. It's the same for me.
Some of us didn't think you'd come back after the accident. I mean, that was quite a story.
Nah, I've only just started here. I'm not quitting my job that easily.
Sounds like you've already made plans. Are you planning to catch the racers yourself?
You mean you haven't caught them yet?
I'm afraid not. I'm sorry, I don't have better news for you. These guys always seem to be one step ahead of us.
If that's the case, why are we still hanging around here?
Well, that's what I call a proper work ethic. Put on your uniform and come and see the governor.
The first thing I'll say is the voice acting is a bit strange, because this is Germany, this is the Polizei. I would have expected, if they are speaking English, I would have expected them to have maybe a German accent, to be a bit more authentic. Not sure. Anyway, let's look at the controls then. We need to change into our uniform. So we need to press the left stick to move, rotate the camera with the right stick, and you can sprint with L3. In the locker room, you can change into your uniform or civilian clothes. Fair enough. So let's do that. It's a little bit juddery, you know, at this stage. I'm hoping this isn't like this the whole way through. It seems odd on the PS5 to be like this.
Good morning, Governor.
Ah, there you are. Welcome back. Did you have a good time recovering?
I am back in shape again. Just took a while, unfortunately. However, I would feel even better if you'd let me take this case. I want to put a stop to the races.
I certainly understand that, but I can't allow it.
I beg you. They almost killed me in one of their competitions. They stop at nothing and nobody.
That is exactly the point. You don't have enough experience yet to take on these people.
I have to agree with the governor on this one. They're a whole gang of criminals. With your current rank, you wouldn't stand a chance, even if today wasn't your first day.
So, what can I do on my first day, then?
I got a stolen vehicle report. That would be a good place to start. Will you take the case?
Let's do the tutorial.
Okay. Let's make sure that the owner gets his vehicle back. Who am I working with?
Hasn't anyone told you yet? You two will be working together from now on.
Okay. And what about...
Oh, come on. I'm not that unbearable. Let's go.
Okay, then. Do we just shoot off, or is there anything else I have to be briefed on?
Of course there is. And I never just shoot off.
Well, then it's a good thing I'm going to drive. I am allowed to, aren't I?
For now. As long as you stick to the highway code.
Okay.
All right then, moving on. We know what type of vehicle it is, but the registration number has most likely been swapped. This means we'll have to check all vehicles of the same make and model.
So, a classic traffic check?
In a way, after all, we are looking for a specific car, but that doesn't stop us from reporting other defects.
Understood. I'm driving.
Okay, first things first. In Germany, would you call your boss governor? Is there an equivalent word in German for governor? Or are these guys, these voice actors, kind of like wannabe cockneys or something like that? Because it seems a bit odd to me for German police officers to call each other governor. Anyway, the other thing is, I hope our character isn't going to be scratching his neck or his shoulder every 2 seconds, because that I've already noticed that animation. That's a slightly annoying. Anyway, let's speak.
Hey, what's up?
This is not a good time, actually. Let's talk about that later.
Right, so let's go. We need to get into our car, so let's go through here. I'm assuming this is the way out. That's the stairs. Where's the exit? That's the training area. Let's try the lift. Ah, there we go. Wow, the brightness is very bright. I should probably change that. It's too bright. Alright, let's have a look at that first. Options. Adjust the screen brightness with this. Let's just see, that one's not, the left hand sort of star, if you will, is not meant to be visible, but let's keep it about there. That's better. We can probably have it a little bit darker than that. Let's just try that again. That might be too dark, so it goes from there right up to there, so let's try that. No, that's about right. Let's do that. Okay. Where's our car? Yeah, the movements are very jerky. How do I get down there then? Can I get down that ladder? How do I jump? I'm scratching. Hello, hello, hello. What's all this then? Let's be having you. Right, we've got to find a way down. I think I came out of this door. Let's go back in. Maybe I wasn't. Office premises. Driving training. Oh, was I meant to just go through the... Right, helps if you know where you're going. Right, that's the cells. Don't want to go to the cells. Waiting room. Right, it's pointing this way. Let's just go through here. Is it going to let me? It says open, but it's not letting me open. Let's try and go through this one. Wow, this is it's frustrating, to say the least. How do we get out? It's right the other side of this door. Ah, now then, let's try this one. You know, if we ever get into this game, we might be alright. But for now, let's drive some cars. I think this is a BMW. Police BMW. So this is going to be good. Wow, where did he turn up from? The other guy was right behind me. Okay, so accelerate is the usual. R2 to accelerate. Brake with L2, that's also reverse. And your lights are on and off with the D-pad. Signal left, signal right. Honk your horn with L3, fair enough. So let's try this. Where are we going? We're going this way. Oh wow, the steering's odd. Let's try the indicators. They work okay. Right, let's wait for this red light then. Because we're not on an emergency right now, are we? So we can't go through the red light. We're literally going to find a car to do some checks. Can we change to the view inside? We can. Then I can't see the light. Oh, there we go. Now we got a green.
So, what's been going on while I've been away? How come you are my partner now?
There have been no major arrests
Wait a
or
minute.
spectacular cases recently, and, well, you'll have to ask Becca why he put the two of us together.
Just make sure you don't sound too enthusiastic. Otherwise, people might think that you would much rather have a partner with more experience.
Come on, I just have to spend some time getting used to you.
And already we have something in common. If it continues like this, we're sure to become besties.
Yeah, right. Now concentrate, we have to find the stolen car.
Right, so we've got collectibles showing up there. I'm presuming as I'm driving past it's putting them on the map. The frame rate's not very good. I'll be honest with you.
Oh.
The frame rate's not very good. The steering's very, very sensitive. Right, so we need to flag down the car via the matrix. To stop someone driving the same lane as the chosen car, press L1 to open the action menu. Select an option for stopping the vehicle in the matrix tab. As soon as it's stopped, you have to speak to the driver to initiate traffic control. Alright, so it's L1 to bring up the menu. First, you should perform a paper control with trucks. The resetting times are also checked. Resting times, I'm sorry. You can skip this task, but you can't come back later. During the dialogue with the driver, you can also order an alcohol test or a drug test. Right, so that's very thorough, isn't it? On the vehicle, you can check the lights, the MOT badge, the trunk, the tread depths of the tyres. To do so, walk around the car, interact with the various symbols by pressing X. On trucks, you can also check the freight and how it's secured. You can view your reports by pressing triangle. Above that list, you can also see one or more symbols. They show justified actions for the violations you found. These could be a fine, an arrest, or an alcohol test. If you don't see any symbol, you didn't find a violation, which means the driver is allowed to continue their trip. Once you're done checking the car, you have to talk to the driver once more. By choosing Conclude Check, you can close the traffic control. You need to decide whether and what type of punishment you impose. The evaluation will show you whether you found all violations and made the right call. Under certain circumstances, the driver will be arrested immediately. This happens if you find illegal or dangerous objects, as well as when the vehicle is stolen or the papers are forged. When this happens, you need to take the driver to the police station.
Okay, let's take a look around. The vehicle we're looking for should be here somewhere. How about that blue one there? That fits the description we were given.
Right, so let's chase this guy. We need to get in the same lane as him. Bring up... Oh, and hang on, let's get in the same lane first. And we need to bring it up. Then, using the left stick, we need to stop the car. Now, is he stopping? How do I look behind? Right, what's he doing now then? Right, let's try that again. Oh, flag down the car. It says flag down rather than stop. So let's try that. Let's get in the same lane. Where's flag down? No, that was the right one, wasn't it? No vehicle nearby. Why not? Right, is this going to do it? Wrong vehicle. This vehicle cannot be stopped right now. Right, so which vehicle is it then? Yeah, it's got to be that vehicle. Right. This is confusing. Let's chase him again. Can I do this from behind here, or actually do I need the lights on? Right, we've got the emergency lights on. Let's see if I can do it this time. So we get in front. Too far away. Okay. He's right behind me. No vehicle nearby. So how do I get him to be near to me then? When you want to leave an accident site, I don't even know what's going on really now. Did I stop him? I have no clue. Right, well that was confusing because I can't tell whether I stopped him or not, or whether it moved me along or whatever it did. Okay. Let's speak to him.
Good afternoon.
Good day to you too. Why did you stop me?
I've stopped you for a check.
Well, let's check
Please
his
show me
papers.
your license and registration.
So, I think where these little magnifying glasses are, we've got to check that his name's the same. So he's Enrico Muller. What do? Do we match these up? Right, so that's okay. Vehicle class is B. And it is a B. And now we need to look at his picture. Okay, so this is straightforward. So they all match. So that's the documents done. Now we can do... Right, let's go for the drugs test.
Drugs or other intoxicants?
Of course not. What do you think?
I don't know, it looks a bit spaced out to me. Mark the features which indicate drug abuse. Mark a minimum of 3 features to enable a drug test. Avoid administering drug tests if they're not justified. Right, okay. So, has he got a sweaty brow? I don't think so. I don't think we can see properly. Has he got enlarged pupils, bloodshot eyes? It's difficult with the glasses on, isn't it? To know. Red nose? He's definitely not got a red nose. Mouth smacking? No. Head movement, nervous head movement. There's some head movement, but I wouldn't say it was nervous. So, let's do the evaluation. It's clean.
I believe you.
So let's do the alcohol one
Do you
next.
agree to a breathalyzer test?
Of course, no problem.
Right, keep the button pressed until the reading is complete. Let's do that. That's pretty straightforward. The driver has not consumed any alcohol.
Everything is fine. You really have not been drinking.
Right, so now we need to look at the vehicle.
I will
This
check
will be
your
the last
vehicle
one.
and the boot. Please wait a moment.
Right, so it said we had to walk around and check tread depth. Measure the tread depth. 2 mil. It says it's good. So we've done that. We need to go in the boot and have a look. Check his number plate. Expired, recently expired, or valid. Right. How does this check the MOT or TUV stamp on the rear number plate? The year of expiry is in the middle of the circle, 22. That's fine. The final month is at the top, so that's the 8th. Recently means the expiry date is not more than 2 months in the past. Right, so that's saying 8/22 and it's telling us it's 6/22, so that's okay, so that's valid. What about his lights then? Inspect the lights. Right, so they're working. Brake light. Let's check here. Dipped headlights. Functionality not given. Right, the indicators are working. How do we switch light then? Left stick. Some of these controls are actually. Some of these controls are very confusing. Straight away. I can flick to the front and back, but now. Right, okay, so I don't know what I'm meant to be doing there. Got any more checks to do? We need to measure. It's saying he's got a defective light, but I didn't see that. Okay, right, fair enough. Anything at the front we need to check? I think we need to talk to the driver now.
Thank you for your patience.
Conclude the check. So if he's got a defective light...
I have to impose a fine.
It's a fine, isn't it? Violations detected, 1 out of 2. The driver was unjustifiably subjected to a breath test, but the driver was justifiably fined. A fine should have been imposed, which it was. Why was he unjustifiably subjected to a breath test? Did he not ask us to do that? Right. So that was that. That was interesting.
That was obviously not a success. What do we do now?
Keep driving. The vehicle we're looking for has to be somewhere.
Calling all cars. The stolen car has been sighted.
That must be ours. We'll get him.
Foxtrot 1, can you get us a position where the car was last sighted?
Here you go. But you have to hurry if you want to catch up with him.
Understood. Put your foot down.
Oh, now I may?
Yes, you may. Get a move on.
I've got to say it. The voice acting reminds me of something like of Postman Pat. It's... I don't know.
So, we are partners now.
We've been through that.
Not a talkative one, are you?
Just keep
Wow,
your
the
eyes
controls.
on the road.
I can drive and talk at the same time, can't you?
I can, believe it or not. Small talk is just not really my thing.
I would never have noticed.
Well, that's why I mentioned it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the sensitivity is a bit strange, as you can see there. In fact, let's just, while we're on this mission, let's just check. Controls. Sensitivity, camera sensitivity. Yeah, I'm kind of like... that might be too much, but... the other thing is, right, using the stick, it's very, very difficult to get that where you want. So I flick the stick there, and oh, that's better. So they look pretty similar now, don't they? I'm going to try that. It's difficult. All you do is just move the stick, and it's hard to get it adjusted to where you want it. Slightly better. I don't like the
Hey,
frame
see that
rate.
car over there? That's the one we're looking for.
All right, here we go.
Right, I've got the lights on. The flashing lights are on. Where's the siren? Right, we've got to chase this guy down. We've got Toy Town on the right there. Right, so what we need to do is stop the car. The vehicle cannot be stopped right now. Why is it? It's really difficult to look behind. The driver you stopped is escaping. Stop the vehicle before they can get away. Do this by driving in front of the vehicle to cut it off, or repeatedly ram the... Oh, this will be good. Ram the escaping vehicle until the driver gives up and stops. Observe the progress of the chase in the top left-hand corner. After the car chase, park near the fugitive so you can arrest them. Alright.
He's trying to get away. Get in front of him, you can cut him off.
Right, I see. So if you see it in this view, it's horrible. So now I'm gonna have to chase him. Let's put him in the barriers. If he doesn't put us in the barriers first. I want to be able to look behind the whole time. But it's so clumsy. Right, have we got the speed to get now in front of him? We're catching him. It needs some kind of patch right away, this, because it's so jerky. It's difficult to properly see what's going on. The car chase is over. We lost him. Right, that's what he gets for that. What's happened to him now? Can't even see. Oh, there he is. Yeah. Right, so can I get out now? Alright, you know, the controls are horrible.
I am arresting you for hindering a police inquiry and for leaving the scene of an accident.
I beg your pardon? I didn't even notice that you were driving behind me.
What a liar. We rammed him twice. Why is he wearing his hard hat in the car? That's not suspicious, is it? Right, so we made an arrest. Bring him to the station.
Dispatch.
We've got the car thief and the stolen car. We're bringing him in, but the car will have to be towed away.
Understood. We'll take care of it.
Oh
Thank
wow,
you,
do you see
you
that?
soon. Well, not
It-
too bad.
It's
for your first
very,
day.
very,
That
very
almost
difficult.
sounded like a compliment.
Because it was one. You stopped the stolen vehicle almost professionally.
So still only almost.
There's always room for improvement.
If you say so. Let's take our new friend to the station.
Let's go in the car for a little bit, see if it's any better. So I want to like it. I really want to like it, but right now you can see just how choppy this is. It's difficult to drive. The sensitivity's all over the place. The voice acting's terrible. It's confusing to know what to do initially, you know, without playing it some more. Wow. Okay, this ain't gonna be good. Let's just leave that accident right there. Yeah, I don't know. It looks to me like... I'm going to go through those lights. It looks like a good idea. The concept is right, but I can't see that it's been tested. It's painful on my eyes, if I'm honest. And you guys know what you'll always get here is an honest opinion of something from me. And right now, it's not very good. It needs a lot of work. It's jumping all over the place. This is a PS5, after all. It should be fine, but it isn't. So that gets us to the main titles. It's a game by Z Software. They need to do a bit of work on it. Let's see what happens to this guy.
Feels good to have made the streets safer, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's why it's so good to be back at last.
Even though you now have me as a partner.
Maybe it's good to have someone by your side who's a stickler for the rules.
Rules are important. They're there for a reason.
And you know them all by heart.
Precisely.
So, what's the next step?
Well, now we
He's
go on
scratching his neck
patrol,
again,
or
look.
we pick a particular assignment. In any case, there's always enough to do.
So that's the end of the first mission, which was really the tutorial. I think I've kind of said all I need to say so far. I think it's difficult to play this without some kind of optimization. I think that's the first thing. Before we can even get into the playability of it, I think it needs optimizing. It needs to look a lot better. It's very choppy. The frame rate's not very good. Then, you know, playability wise, really the main things I could see from the beginning, the menus were quite confusing for a tutorial. I kind of understood where it was going. I think the concept is good. The delivery of it though right now is not very good. That's my opinion of this first look. I don't know whether or not we just wait for the first patch to come out and then we'll play it some more and we'll make a further judgment. But yeah, thanks for watching this. I kind of hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly hope it's been useful for you to be able to see it on the PS5 and see what it's like on release week. Let me know what you think in the comments below, because I'll be interested. Have any of you guys already picked this up, or are you just waiting for these videos to come out so you can make your own mind up? I think I know what you're going to say, but you might surprise me. For you guys that have already played the first two Police Autobahn simulators, is this one any better? Have they built on what happened with the first two? Let me know down below. Please leave me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, confusing as it was. Also, drop me a subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're nearly at 1K. Thanks to everybody that already has. Take care. I'll see you in the next one.